Listen closely. October 1st carries an energy few truly feel. It is not just another day on the calendar. It is a threshold, a moment when the universe whispers, nudges, and sometimes warns. Subtle signs will appear all around you, in ways that seem ordinary, yet they carry the power to unlock or block miracles meant for your life. One small misstep, one ignored signal, can shift the path you were meant to walk. Today, I will guide you through these signs, revealing the hidden messages the universe places in your way. We will explore ancient Shaolin wisdom, secrets of mindfulness, and the principles of personal mastery that have been practiced quietly for centuries. These are not teachings you often hear. They are the keys to noticing what others overlook, to stepping into alignment with forces far greater than daily life. By the end of this video, you will recognize how tiny shifts in attention, intention, and action can open doors that remain invisible to most. You will learn how to still the mind, read the quiet patterns, and act with clarity when the universe calls. Every moment ignored is a moment lost, yet every sign followed is a step closer to transformation. The path we will walk together is calm yet powerful, reflective yet urgent. Each insight is designed to strengthen your awareness, sharpen your intuition, and prepare you to receive what has been waiting for you. Welcome to Shaolin Soulfire. Here we awaken the chosen, one mindful moment at a time. Subscribe now and join this journey, because the signs on October 1st will not wait. The universe is already speaking. Are you ready to listen? The present moment is the only place where life truly speaks. It is in the quiet breath, the gentle beat of your heart, the subtle shift of energy around you. Shaolin masters have long taught that every action, no matter how small, carries weight when fully aware. To move without mindfulness is to wander in shadow, missing the whispers of the universe that guide the chosen. Consider a stream flowing over rocks. If your mind is caught in memories or worries, the water passes unseen and its lessons are lost. But when you watch, breathe, and feel the current, the patterns reveal themselves, the hidden paths, the quiet strength of persistence, the harmony beneath chaos. In life, these patterns appear as small signs, a word overheard, a chance encounter, a sudden thought that stirs your heart. When ignored, they slip past like water through fingers. Mindfulness is more than stillness. It is a deliberate immersion into the now. Shaolin practice teaches that each gesture, raising a hand, stepping forward, lowering the body, is sacred when performed with attention. The ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. A meal eaten slowly, a step walked consciously, a breath inhaled fully. Each becomes a doorway to insight, a moment where miracles begin to unfold. Those who chase the past or rush toward the future rarely notice these openings. Their eyes may see, but their presence does not feel. Miracles, subtle and patient, wait for minds that have returned to the now. They require attention not just to act, but to witness, to honor the rhythm of life as it presents itself. Awareness of the present is the foundation. Without it, even the clearest sign may pass unnoticed, and the universe's offerings remain unseen. True power begins where distraction ends, and the mind rests fully in the heartbeat of today. There is a quiet voice within, softer than thought, subtler than feeling, yet it carries the wisdom of countless lifetimes. It speaks not in words, but in sensations, nudges, and fleeting images that brush the edge of awareness. The body remembers what the mind often forgets. A tightening in the chest, a flicker of warmth in the stomach, a sudden clarity in the mind. These are the messages the soul sends when it seeks alignment with the greater flow. Ancient Shaolin masters practiced listening as diligently as they trained their bodies. Hours of meditation, repetitive movements, and mindful breathing were not merely exercises. They were invitations to hear the invisible currents that guide destiny. In stillness, each subtle signal becomes a thread, connecting intention to action, thought to outcome, presence to purpose. Reflection transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for insight, revealing paths that the hurried mind cannot see. On days charged with cosmic energy, the inner voice becomes even more pronounced. It is as if the universe itself whispers through the body, offering guidance to those who will listen. Ignoring these signs is not a simple oversight. It is a turning away from alignment, a closing of doors that were quietly opening. Small hesitations, ignored intuitions, or dismissive thoughts can shift the course of events in ways that are only understood much later. Discipline is required to hear this guidance. It is cultivated through daily practice, through the patient refinement of attention, and through the courage to act in harmony with what is felt rather than what is demanded by habit or fear. To cultivate inner listening is to reclaim sovereignty over the mind and body, to move in harmony with life rather than against it. The wisdom within is always present. It waits not for grand gestures, but for quiet, attentive hearts to recognize its call. Stillness is not emptiness, it is presence at its deepest level. In the quiet, the mind slows, and the restless chatter that clouds perception begins to settle. Shaolin masters have long shown that clarity does not come from motion or haste, but from the patience to sit, to breathe, and to observe. In silence, the subtle patterns of life emerge, hidden opportunities, gentle warnings, and the delicate rhythm of the universe. The world often teaches action over reflection, noise over calm. Thoughts collide like waves, emotions flare, and the senses are pulled in countless directions. Yet each distraction carries a cost. The more the mind is occupied, the less it notices the quiet signals that guide the chosen. In stillness, a single breath becomes a teacher, revealing tension, insight, and energy that were invisible in movement. It is here that intuition sharpens and wisdom surfaces. October 1st carries its own pulse, a subtle energy that invites pause. It is not a day for reaction, for chasing impulse or seeking immediate results. It is a day to resist the urge to fill silence with sound or action. By observing, listening, and holding space within, one aligns with the flow of unseen forces. Even small gestures, pausing before speaking, taking measured breaths, slowing movement, open channels for clarity. Discipline in stillness is a quiet strength. It is the mastery of resisting the pull of distraction, of holding attention steady when the world clamors for response. Those who practice it find that opportunities once hidden reveal themselves, that intuition becomes precise, and that the weight of decisions feels lighter because they are guided, not hurried. In the hush of observation, the path forward becomes visible, not through noise or effort, but through the calm alignment of mind, body, and moment. Life speaks in echoes. Events repeat, symbols appear, and certain encounters resurface in ways that are not mere coincidence. Shaolin masters have long observed that the universe communicates through these patterns, offering guidance to those who cultivate the eyes to see and the mind to understand. Each repetition is a message, each alignment a nudge toward deeper insight. Consider a moment when a phrase you needed to hear surfaces in conversation, when the same number or symbol keeps appearing, or when seemingly unrelated events converge. These are not random, they are the universe's language. Recognizing them requires stillness, attention, and a disciplined mind that can distinguish meaningful signals from noise. The untrained mind may dismiss these moments, but those who practice observation and reflection understand their significance. Patterns reveal hidden structures in life, pathways that lead to growth, wisdom, and sometimes transformation. A subtle synchronicity might point to a decision long avoided or guide a step toward a new opportunity. In Shaolin practice, students learn to notice the smallest alignments, how breath synchronizes with movement, how a repeated gesture can reveal balance or imbalance, how subtle signals in nature can reflect inner states. Applied to life, these principles allow one to interpret the recurring signs that shape personal destiny. Ignoring these synchronicities is a quiet loss. It is a missed conversation with the universe, a doorway left unopened. The ordinary may appear ordinary until patterns reveal their depth. Awareness is a form of inner mastery, the discipline to pause, reflect, and connect the dots hidden beneath the surface of daily life. In embracing these subtle communications, one aligns with the flow of existence, transforming ordinary moments into steps toward enlightenment and unseen opportunities into tangible breakthroughs. Emotions are like fire, powerful, necessary, but easily uncontrolled. Fear can shrink vision, doubt can obscure truth, and impatience can push action before understanding arrives. Shaolin masters understood that mastery begins not with the body alone, but with the heart and mind. Emotional discipline is not suppression, it is the refined ability to observe feelings, understand their origin, and choose how they guide action. Imagine standing at a crossroads, the weight of a decision pressing against the chest. The mind may race with what-ifs. The heart may tremble with uncertainty. Without emotional clarity, even the clearest sign can be misunderstood and the wisest choice delayed or ignored. Shaolin practice teaches that by centering attention and observing the flow of emotion without judgment, the inner mind regains calm and insight. The breath becomes an anchor, the body a mirror, reflecting the subtle truths that fear or desire might otherwise conceal. Emotional mastery transforms turbulence into guidance. Anger can reveal boundaries that need protection. Sadness can illuminate what truly matters. Impatience can indicate where deeper patience is required. On days of heightened cosmic significance, when unseen currents are stronger and choices ripple further than usual, the ability to remain grounded becomes essential. The smallest loss of composure can shift outcomes, while steadiness magnifies perception, allowing intuition to emerge with clarity. Shaolin wisdom holds that the disciplined mind is not devoid of feeling, but deeply aware of it. Each emotion is acknowledged, understood, and integrated, so that decisions flow from alignment rather than impulse. True power arises not from suppression, but from conscious harmony between heart, mind, and action. In cultivating this inner equilibrium, one can meet critical moments fully awake, responding with precision, courage, and the quiet certainty that emotional clarity brings the path into focus. Life unfolds not in the chaos of reaction, but in the stillness between stimulus and response. Every moment presents a choice to act from impulse or to act with intention. Shaolin masters teach that personal mastery is cultivated in this space. It is not the quantity of actions that defines a path, but the quality measured in awareness, alignment, and purpose. Consider a sudden challenge, a harsh word, an unexpected obstacle, or an opportunity that demands immediate attention. The untrained mind reacts. Words are spoken, movements made, energy expended, often without understanding the full consequences. These reactions, though natural, can divert the flow of unseen currents, obscure subtle signs, and block blessings that might have arrived if approached with calm discernment. Intentional action requires pause, a deep breath, a moment of reflection, a quiet observation of the heart and mind. These are the gateways to conscious choice. In Shaolin practice, each movement is deliberate. Every step, strike, or stance is executed with full awareness. Life, too, can be approached this way. By cultivating the habit of mindful response, the ordinary becomes sacred, and each decision aligns with forces greater than the self. On days charged with cosmic significance, the discipline of intentionality becomes even more vital. The universe offers signs and openings, subtle and fleeting. Only a mind that responds with awareness rather than reaction can recognize and follow them. The rhythm of life is delicate, and impulsive action can close doors before they are fully seen. Through intentionality, one learns to flow with circumstance rather than be tossed by it. Each step becomes measured, each decision precise, each action a reflection of inner clarity. In this practice, mastery is revealed, not in constant doing, but in conscious being, acting with awareness, responding with discernment, and allowing life's guidance to manifest fully. The body is not merely a vessel, it is a temple where spirit and mind meet. Every posture, every breath, every subtle shift of energy carries meaning. Shaolin masters have long taught that awareness of the body is inseparable from awareness of the self. A tense shoulder, a shallow breath, or a restless limb can obscure insight, while a grounded, aligned body opens pathways to clarity, intuition, and unseen forces. In practice, the body becomes a mirror of the mind. When the mind is scattered, the body tightens. When the heart is unsettled, the breath falters. By cultivating physical awareness, observing posture, tuning into the flow of energy, breathing with intention, discipline transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. The smallest alignment can awaken sensations and perceptions that lie dormant when the body is neglected or ignored. Shaolin disciplines are designed to unite movement with consciousness. Every stance, every form, every step is executed with deliberate attention, bridging the physical and spiritual. The mastery of the body is not an end in itself, but a foundation for higher understanding. Through this alignment, the body becomes a channel, allowing energy, insight, and opportunity to flow unhindered. Ignoring bodily signals, even subtly, can have consequences. Fatigue dismissed, tension overlooked, intuition ignored, all can close doors to experiences the universe is ready to offer. On days of cosmic significance, these signals grow in importance, guiding action and aligning intention with opportunity. The body speaks in whispers, and those who listen cultivate a heightened awareness that transforms ordinary perception into profound understanding. When the body is honored, every breath becomes an anchor, every movement a reflection of presence. The temple within opens, connecting mind, heart, and spirit. In this harmony, unseen energy moves freely, and the path of personal mastery unfolds naturally, guided by awareness, discipline, and reverence for the vessel that carries the soul. Time is a river that flows with quiet precision, carrying moments that are ready only when the current aligns. Shaolin masters teach that patience is not idleness, but a disciplined awareness of timing. To act too early is to stir the waters before the path is clear. To act too late is to miss the opening altogether. The rhythm of the universe moves beyond human urgency, and those who cultivate patience learn to move in harmony with it. Consider the sprouting seed. It does not rush to break the soil, nor does it linger unnecessarily underground. It grows in alignment with the sun, the rain, and the subtle shift of seasons. So too, the opportunities that life and the cosmos present require precise timing. Miracles do not arrive on demand. They emerge in their own alignment, and the discipline to wait, observe, and prepare is as essential as any action. October 1st carries an energy that demands both attention and restraint. Subtle signals will guide those who can wait, who can resist the pull of impulse, and who honor the unfolding of circumstances rather than forcing outcomes. Patience in this context is an active practice, breathing deeply, reflecting clearly, and maintaining readiness while remaining receptive to the moment's natural arrival. Shaolin wisdom reminds us that inner mastery grows through understanding timing. Impatience clouds judgment, while awareness of rhythm illuminates the right moment to act. Each pause, each measured breath, strengthens the connection between intention and manifestation. By moving in harmony with timing, one aligns not only with personal purpose, but with the larger currents of the universe. True patience is not passive. It is conscious, attentive, and disciplined. When cultivated, it transforms waiting into preparation, observation into insight, and ordinary timing into opportunity. In this alignment, the energy of October 1st can work fully in one's favor, revealing paths and openings that remain invisible to those who rush or resist. Resistance is the weight we carry against the natural flow of life. Attachment to outcomes, pride in our control, and stubbornness in thought create barriers that the universe cannot easily move through. Shaolin philosophy teaches that true strength does not lie in holding fast, but in knowing when to release, when to step aside, and when to allow the currents of existence to guide the way. Imagine a tree in the wind. Its roots are strong, yet its branches bend with the gusts. Those who resist too rigidly break, while those who yield with awareness bend without losing form. So too, human effort becomes most powerful when it is aligned with surrender, a conscious trust that the unseen forces are not against you, but working through the pathways of timing, circumstance, and opportunity. Attachment often blinds perception. Pride can mask truth. Stubbornness creates friction where flow is required. By loosening these grips, the mind and heart open to subtle signals, and the energy of life moves freely. Shaolin practice cultivates this skill through meditation, mindful movement, and disciplined reflection. Each exercise is not merely physical but a lesson in letting go, in observing without clinging, and in trusting the unfolding of what is meant to be. On days of cosmic significance, the act of releasing becomes even more vital. The universe is ready to offer guidance, insight, and opportunity, but its gifts cannot enter spaces clogged by resistance. Letting go does not mean abandoning discernment, it means aligning effort with wisdom, embracing humility, and stepping aside from the illusion of total control. In the art of conscious surrender, strength and freedom converge. The mind is clear, the heart receptive, and the body aligned. What was once blocked now flows effortlessly, and the full measure of life's offerings becomes accessible. In this release, the invisible doors of possibility open, and the universe can deliver its gifts without obstruction. Wisdom becomes real only when it moves from thought into practice. Recognition alone is fleeting. It leaves the mind enlightened but the life unchanged. Shaolin masters understood that lessons, no matter how profound, must be woven into daily action to bear fruit. Awareness without action is like water held in a cup. It cannot flow to nourish the earth. Consider the small routines of life. A deliberate breath in the morning, a mindful pause before speaking, an attentive observation of one's own thoughts. Each of these acts, though seemingly minor, compounds over time, forming the foundation of inner alignment. The discipline of repetition transforms fleeting insight into lasting mastery. Just as a river shapes stone gradually, consistent practice sculpts the character, deepens intuition, and strengthens connection with unseen forces. October 1st is a day of heightened energy, a doorway where subtle lessons present themselves with clarity. Ignoring these moments is not a simple oversight. It is a pause in the current of growth. Each unheeded sign, each unpracticed insight creates small delays in the unfolding of spiritual development. The universe does not punish, but it does require readiness to receive. Daily integration prepares the mind and heart to respond with awareness rather than hesitation. Shaolin philosophy teaches that mastery is cumulative. Every conscious step, every mindful decision, every alignment of thought, body, and spirit reinforces the path toward clarity and fulfillment. Action rooted in awareness transforms ordinary routines into sacred practice. It turns lessons into lived experience and insight into habit. When the teachings of the day are integrated into life, the flow of energy becomes uninterrupted. The mind is clear, the heart steady, and the spirit attuned. Each practice, no matter how small, ensures that the universe's guidance is not lost but welcomed, and that growth is continuous, resilient, and enduring. October 1st is more than a date. It is a spiritual threshold. The universe opens doors of clarity and opportunity for those who remain present, attentive, and mindful. The lessons we've explored, mindfulness, presence, patience, emotional mastery, and the alignment of body and mind, are not abstract ideas. They are practical guides to living in harmony with life's deeper rhythms. Missing subtle signs may feel small, but it can delay growth, block insight, and prevent the unfolding of transformative opportunities. Yet, when we cultivate awareness, observe carefully, and act with intention, ordinary moments become gateways to extraordinary breakthroughs. Each breath, each pause, each conscious choice strengthens connection with the unseen forces that guide us. The universe is always speaking, through synchronicities, intuition, and subtle shifts in circumstance. The choice to notice and respond is what allows its wisdom to flow freely, transforming challenges into lessons and opportunities into miracles. Personal mastery is not a distant goal, it is built moment by moment through disciplined attention, gentle reflection, and mindful action. Take these principles into your daily life. Breathe with awareness, listen to the quiet signals, act with intention, and honor the harmony of body, mind, and spirit. In doing so, you open yourself to guidance, growth, and the subtle miracles that are waiting to unfold. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to Shaolin Soulfire and continue walking the path of awareness, discipline, and personal mastery. Let each day become a step toward clarity, calm, and the extraordinary possibilities that life has to offer.